I've been seeing a counselor for a long, long time, probably at least the last 10 years. And it just seems to be, well, let's deal with let's cope. Let's cope with what you're going through. And I'm like, no, there's something more out there. And I started listening to your videos, and I was like, hey, okay, this is it. And it was really, really, it was awesome. I just totally identified with it, and it was great. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to take me someplace. This is where I want to go. So, yeah. Oh, I might get emotional. I'm a stepmom, and it was really, really hard to deal with some of the stuff that I just wanted everybody else to fit into this little thing that I could manage and like that. And this program has allowed me to open myself up and be me and be okay with being me and not trying to be super mom or this or that or trying to prove myself to everyone, because that's what I've been trying to do my whole life. And it's freed me. I work at it, but I'm on such a better level than I was. I'm not always, maybe people don't like this, but you know what? I don't really care. That I'm not out to please everyone all the time. My boss, my husband, my kids, my parents. No, I don't have the big ball of nerves in my stomach just churning all the time. And I mean, I know that my health is better now, and that's something that I work on every day, but it's better. Just feeling better is a good thing. So, yeah. I am much more forgiving of myself. I was in the Marine Corps. You have to be perfect, and you're just like beating yourself down every day. Okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And this, like, especially the second, I think it was the second meditation where you go and yourself was in the crib, and that was like a game changer for me. I was in the tub. I had my Calgon time every day, and and I was just bawling, because when you are able to be empathetic with yourself, you can see everything that's going on around you so much more, especially with your kids and the way that they feel. And I think that to be empathetic, you have to have it for yourself. And it's so cliched, but it's true. You have to love yourself. You have to be able to forgive yourself and not expect so much perfection and rigidity and everything. You have to laugh at yourself, and you can't live that way and expect anything good. So like a whole lot. um, well, the biggie I think is that I don't have to please my mom. It's nice to be able to know and not hate anybody and know that they did their best. And I know they love me, and they're not bad people. They just are dealing with their programming and stuff. And so when you see that in life, for me, it helps make things not black and white. It just broadens the spectrum of a person and just lets you know that, hey, you can't take that personal, because it's coming from their programming. Yes, that is where the ball of nerves comes from, because my programming is reacting to their programming, and it just makes me feel like, oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do? How can I fix it? I just want to be back to okay. And you don't even have to live in that. It's not even real. It totally allows me to not have to walk on eggshells at any time for anyone, because you don't need to. It's just, it frees you just totally. Okay, so I don't have to walk on eggshells anymore. I don't have to please people. I'm not reactive to their moods. I am me, and I'm in control of me. And being in control is freeing in that way. Perfect. It's totally a game changer. Do it. just take the program. Your life will be abundantly better. Abundantly better. It's a whole way of being. It's not just going to the therapist every week or whatever and, talking about rehashing stuff over and over again. It is a whole new way of being. You feel so fulfilled without ruminating stuff over and over and over again. That just upsets you. But this allows you to just let that go. Everybody says to let things go, but if you don't know how to let it go, it's not going to do any good. And this teaches you how to let go. There's nothing that I've ever seen or read, and I've read everything there is. My daughter says, you read everything. You read everything that has to do with your emotions and stuff, and you have so many self-help books. But I have just been on a quest to find what it is, and you can't. I'm one of those people. You just cannot stop until you know when you found it, and this is it. This is it. I just almost don't know what to do with myself now because when you've spent that long looking and looking and looking, and this is it. The meditation, I think people kind of have different opinions about meditation. They think that it's maybe they take it in a religious way or in like a hokey way or, how the new age way. Some people are kind of afraid of that, especially if they have religion in their life. People should be taught to meditate. Maybe they call it prayer. Maybe they call it something else. But it goes right along with what one should be doing, because if you're living in chaos, how can you be one with your God or whatever? It allows you to be at peace and to be in the way that one should be to be able to handle life, not get caught up in stuff, I guess. And so the meditation, that surprised me because I was kind of, I don't know what to expect from that. What's it going to make me do? But it is really essential to all of it. And I like the part, I guess I like it also that it is a way of life. The whole program, you are changing yourself. It's a way of being. It's not like an emotional diet. It's a lifestyle. It's a total lifestyle. I think it worked so well for me because I'm a little bit ADD, and so I always like to gobble up new information and stuff. And each week I knew that something new was going to be coming at me, so I was like, okay, here's this, and you got to try new things and stuff. And so it got me excited, and because it works, and you just have to take the time to live it. And I think with learning these things, it just helps your whole everything. It's all encompassing, your whole life. And yeah, I love it. I did not realize that I was codependent. I knew I was something, but I didn't know really what. I think that a lot was with my mom because she wanted me to fit into this, little box in a way, and a lot of it was myself too. I was very self-critical, and I didn't really know how to take care of myself. I didn't know. I don't have any sisters, so I thought that it was maybe just because I grew up with boys, with brothers and stuff, but it really wasn't. It was just the fact that my mom didn't know how to take care of herself, so I didn't learn how to take care of myself. I thought I was just being selfish. I think everybody should do it. I really do. Everybody has stuff. There are so many emotionally unhealthy people out there, and they're just pinging everybody else, and it just crap. If people did this, I think there'd be a lot less divorce. I just learned to look at myself, and it is so good, and it's so freeing. Everybody should do this, and kids should do it. You should teach your kids to do it because it is so healthy. It's so nice to be able to navigate your way out of it And that's what the program does. It gives you a way to navigate. You see a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's good. See, and I wish that I would have done this before, because I've had to repair some stuff that, because I've reacted, oh my gosh, you're doing that. Whoa! Blended families? Hell yeah. If I wish I could shout it from the rooftops, because the statistics of blended families are just not good. But that's because they're not dealing with this stuff. They're just worried about this stuff. And if you're looking around at everybody else and not looking at yourself, it's a recipe for disaster. And it's, man, I get passionate. So your program is it. Is it. Oh gosh, it's been a lifesaver. I just don't even know what I would have done. It really is an aha. There's a, like Oprah says, the ahas just keep coming. They keep coming every week. It's really cool.